John Bunyan's pilgrim started from mundane world and reached a different world. Faith in God was his only companion. Here is a traveler who traversed from humble beginnings to dizzy heights of dream world, sculpted himself into a monument, scripted his own destiny, and his only companion is faith in himself. He made this unbelievable tale possible, ironically through make-believe world of films. Anr, the doyen of Telugu film industry in southern India, is a film actor, producer, studio owner, industrialist, rolled into one. Above all, he is a fine gentleman with exemplary qualities worth emulating. This extraordinary story took its roots in a hamlet in rural Andhra Pradesh in South India 9 decades ago. Born as the ninth child in a lower middle class farmer's family, this village bumpkin, who did not even know how to greet elders, shaped himself into an icon of best social behavior. He was teaching tens of millions of Telugus how to talk perfectly and how to conduct oneself properly. He is a school dropout but remained an eternal student, taught himself several languages, received a number of honorary doctorates, and patronized educational institutions. A college funded by him is named after him as Anr College. He is a health fad, termed as evergreen by his admirers. He takes care of his body, mind, and soul. After 38 years of open heart surgery, he is hale and hearty, surprising doctors. In a career spanning over 7 decades, he paired with 64 heroines, a world record. Some of the heroines of his earlier films played screen mothers to him later. And some of the child artists who had co-starred him grew up to become his screen lovers. Even at the age of 60, he was dancing and romancing on the screen, enthralling his fans spread over 3 generations. He is entering into 90s with all his faculties working excellently. His phenomenal memory stuns film historians. Even now, he applies grease to don a role or two that appeal to him. As late as 2011, he acted as the sage who penned Rama's story. Interestingly, he acted as Rama in his second film. This self-made wonder began his voyage in theatre. Akkineni Nageswar Rao, Anr in short, lost his father as a child and had his brother Ramabrahmam guiding him in the early part of life. To support his family, this frail young man enacted female roles on stage. Well-educated Dukkipati took liking to him and led him into the world of celluloid. Indian film entered talkie era in 1931. In his first film, released in 1941, he acted as a lad of 16. In his next, he became a hero in a mythological film based on Rama. He is a fast learner, learned tricks of the trade like horse riding, fencing, dialogue delivery, singing, histrionics, and underplaying. He established himself as a swashbuckling folklore hero on the lines of Douglas Fairbanks Jr. By his 7th film, Bal Raju, he became a household name. Later, he switched over to social films and romantic films, where he was playing eternal lover. Women got connected to his on-screen persona and formed a firm support group. In Devdas, he excelled as a jilted lover who hit the bottle. When he was getting trapped in tragic roles, he opted to play comedy as a bumbling detective, a forerunner to Peter Sellers. This is the secret of Anr's long innings. He refused to be branded. He acted in 255 films in 3 languages of all genres: social, folklore, historical, mythological, comedy, tragedy, musical, crime, everything under the sun. Anr is humble. With all humility, he acknowledges the guidance given by peers in the industry. He befriended those who were older and better informed, and chiseled himself into a cultured human being. He worked very hard to train himself in several disciplines. The roles varied vastly: poet, singer, dancer, classical, folk, and also modern. A priest, a preacher, a sculptor, a dacoit, a pauper, an aristocrat, a king, a rebel, a saint, a sinner, a boatman, a sailor. The list is endless. He acted in many double role films, and in one film, he enacted 9 roles with equal aplomb. Even while pursuing a busy acting career, he did not confine himself to ivory towers. He moved freely with general public, working on outdoor locales, attended many social functions, inspiring youth and imparting values in them. Hundreds of fan clubs formed all over the state and outside. He channelized their energy in a positive way. Occasionally, he wrote for magazines, penning his views on ways of the world. They have been published as books. He produced socially conscious films too. The one on juvenile delinquency was much ahead of its times. His personal life is free of controversies, and he is a devoted family man. He took care of his ailing wife Annapurna for 5 years in the evening of her life. He named his studio after her, his life partner, for 62 years. He achieved a near impossible task of shifting Telugu film industry from Madras to Hyderabad. With his sons, daughter-in-law and grandsons becoming film stars and producers, he became patriarch of film fraternity. He partook in fundraising shows for social causes and national causes, and participated in social service program in his native village, Venkataraghapuram. He won many state and central government awards as an actor. Recently, Indian government gave him the second highest civilian award, Padma Vibhushan. His fans are waiting for the day he'll be honored with the top one, Bharat Ratna. ANR remains a beacon for the social values Telugus cherish. No wonder a score of biographies were written on him. 2 years ago, he wrote autobiographical Manasulo Mata, The Heart Speaks. A TV serial based on his memoirs ran for 2 years. This matinee idol was invited to many countries in the world. He visited USA as state guest in the year 1964 and wrote a travel log. Now he is visiting us as a guest of TANA, Telugu Association of North America. Let us welcome and applaud this thespian who believed in the dictum, work is worship. This agnostic has unflinching belief in value system and realized godliness through the path of art. May Lord Saraswati, the Hindu goddess of fine arts, shower her blessings on this Philgrim.